Hello and welcome to America's favorite talk show. Today is November 20th, 1920, and today we have a very special guest with us. This man has changed the world for the best, and who knows where we would be without him today. Here he is, Mr. Thomas Edison.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
May I ask you some questions?
Go ahead.
Okay then, Mr. Edison, tell us a little about your childhood.
Well, I was born on February 11, 1847 in a small town called Smiley, Ohio. I was the youngest of 6 kids and it was a hard time growing up. But me and my mother had a very special connection, and she was a school teacher and was later a major influence in my life.
Also, why were you homeschooled, Mr. Edison?
Well, when I was 8 years old, my parents sent me to public school. And public school was okay. I liked to learn, but it was very slow for me. The teachers didn't like me because I wasn't necessarily behaving well in my classes. And so they deemed me unfit for school and told me that it would be better if I didn't attend public school, so my mother decided to homeschool me.
Okay, Mr. Edison, I hear you had a hard trouble hearing as a kid and basically throughout your life. What caused this?
Well, as a kid, it's rumored, first of all, that I had a lot of ear infections, and that would be why I had trouble hearing, and that's true. But I remember it specifically being an issue after I got in a train accident. And in this train accident, I remember that afterwards my hearing was distorted for the rest of my life.
It's known that you've done a lot with the telegraph. Tell us how you got started.
Well, when I was 15, I was at the train station, and a young child was staying on the railroad, and a train was coming. And so I saved the child, and his father thanked me by teaching me how to communicate with the telegraph. And I learned to enjoy it very much and later got multiple jobs doing this.
Did you later invent any new sort of telegraph? In fact, tell us about all of your inventions.
Well, yes, later I did invent a new sort of telegraph that could send and receive multiple messages at a time instead of just one. And all my inventions, well, I had a few, of course, and some of the most famous ones would be the phonograph, a way of recording sound, the alkaline storage battery, which could store more power than any other batteries at the time, and also a motion picture camera that could take more high-quality pictures.
Here's some more of Thomas Edison's inventions.
The original photograph, a little piece of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its sweet and white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
Now, Mr. Edison, now tell us about the light bulb and how you came to invent it.
Well, actually, I was not the person to invent the light bulb. The credit to that goes to a different man. I seem to get all the credit for inventing the light bulb because I created the first light bulb that could be commercially viable and used by people all around the country and the globe eventually. I created what's called the transcandescent light bulb, and it could last much longer, it was smaller, and it used much less energy than other light bulbs at the time, which is why I get most of the credit for inventing the light bulb.
That's amazing. Mr. Edison, it's also clear to me that you had some contributions in World War I. Please tell us a little bit about these.
Well, when World War I began, I was asked to overlook some of the inventions and weapons, defensive weapons, mostly that were created to be used in World War I. And I only overlooked defensive weapons because I promised to myself that I would never create anything to kill anyone.
Mr. Edison, what was your relationship with Nikola Tesla?
Well, Mr. Tesla worked at one of my companies way back in the days, and he was my friend, but he decided to leave me one day when I wasn't giving him enough attention, and he later became one of my great competitors. I direct current electricity, and he liked to use alternating current electricity, and there was a lot of controversy over which one was better, and that is how we sort of developed our enemy-type relationship.
Do you think you'll ever stop inventing?
I think eventually I'll slow down. At this point in my life, I'm cranking out inventions. I was telling people that I would be coming out with inventions once every 6 months and something little every week or so. But I don't know. I may stop inventing in the future. I may not. We'll see how it goes.